Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Brianna, and today I'm going through my 10 favorite dynamic stretches. As athletes, we're moving through multiple planes of motion when we play our sport, and dynamic stretches are perfect because they're functional sport-specific movements that'll help warm up your muscles before a tournament or before you exercise. Stretching during your warm-ups before a game or a tournament or exercise is extremely important. It helps prevent injury, decrease muscle soreness, and it can even improve your range of motion. So let's jump right into those stretches. The first stretch targets your posterior oblique sling, which is a group of muscles that go from your one side of your shoulder to the opposite hip, which contributes to your throwing. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have the leg closest to the wall straight. You're gonna bend your opposite leg and place it on the ground in front. You're gonna have your arm against the wall, and then you're going to stretch all the way out, hold it, and then go back. And keep doing it like that, and then you would repeat and do it on the other side. So my second favorite dynamic stretch is you do a lunge with a twist. So what you do is you are in a lunge position on the ground. My back leg isn't touching the ground, it's hovering. My front leg is about 90 degrees, and my opposite hand is on the ground, keeping me steady. And then I just twist and reach up. And this is a great full body stretch. And you wanna hold it for like 10 seconds, and then you switch to the other side. And reach up, just like that. Dynamic stretch number 3 is a hip flexor stretch. And so what you do is you sit on the ground and you bend your legs at 2 90-degree angles, and keeping your torso up and straight, you'll already feel the stretch in your hip flexor. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate, trying not to break the leg position. You don't wanna straighten out your leg to get there. Try and keep them at a 90-degree angle, and you go to the next side. And again, hold it for like 15 seconds before you rotate. So it should look like that. Do it one more time. Number 4 is an ankle hold squat. So what you do is you are standing up, so you bend down and you touch your ankles, and then you go into a squat position, a nice deep squat, and you'll really feel this in your hamstrings and your quads. And then you go back up and then adjust back down, and you keep going up, down, holding for like 10 seconds when you're in the deep squat. You can do it a couple times. So it would look like this. And you would hold it, and you go back up for a second, hold it, and go back down. Number 5 is called an inchworm, and this is a great full body stretch, and you want to do it slow and controlled. It's not about going quickly, doing it, and coming back up. So you want nice, slow, and controlled. It should take you roughly like 30 seconds to do the full motion. So I start standing up, and then I'm going to touch my hands on the ground and walk out until I can't comfortably go any further. And then I'm going to go into this yoga pose where I tuck my lower back down, and it stretches your core and your lower back. And to be honest, I'm not sure what the name of this pose is, but it looks like this. And then you hold it for a couple seconds, and then you walk back up and finish here. And I'll usually do 5 to 6 of these. And actually this would probably be the first thing I would do in my warm-up routine and then go into the other stretches. Number 6 is a pigeon with a thoracic reach. So this is a great hip flexor stretch. However, it does also hit your upper body a little bit, your back and your shoulders as well. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be in a pigeon position. So that's basically your back leg is straight and the front leg is at a 45-degree angle in front of your body. And you'll already feel it in your hip flexor. I'm gonna put the hand that's on the same side as my leg down, and I'm gonna reach up and then reach under and kind of do that a couple times. Again, holding for like 10 seconds. So it looks like this when I'm facing this way. So number 7 is one of my favorite quad stretches. So you're gonna need a wall for this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my leg up against the wall like that, and then the opposite leg at a 90-degree angle out here, a little bit farther. And then to make it more dynamic, I'm gonna get the spine involved by doing a reach around. So a reach up, and then reach under. And I would repeat that a couple times. I want to hold this for at least 30 seconds before I switch sides, and then I would switch sides and keep repeating that. Number 8 is called a pendulum swing. So it's very similar to hip swing. So I'm swinging my hip back and forth. However, I'm also swinging my arms the opposite way, kind of driving the momentum. So just like that. Number 9 is a great stretch for your back, and it's a twofer, so I'm going to show you both ways to do it, and I recommend you do both within your warm-up. So first one, I'm going to lay flat on the ground with my arms spaced out, so I'm going to T-pose, and then I'm going to actually take my opposite leg and reach back as far as I can to my opposite hand and hold it for 10 seconds, and then go to the other side. And I would keep alternating a few times. So maybe I would do 5 on each side within my warm-up. And then what you do is you flip over and lay on your back, and you do the same thing, but on your back. So now I'm in a T-pose here, and I'm gonna reach with my opposite leg, hold it, and then go back, and again, reach, and keep alternating, and probably do 5 more times each side. And number 10 is a great finisher. So at the end of my dynamic stretching, I'll usually do this one last, and it's simply arm circles, except what I'm doing is I'm starting little circles, and I'm slowly building until I get to a really big circle, and then I start going the opposite direction. Again, I start small, building until I get all the way up. I hope you enjoyed these 10 dynamic stretches. Again, stretching is super important to do as a warm-up before exercise, a game, or a tournament. And again, another benefit to stretching, to do it on your off day, on your rest day, for like 10 to 15 minutes to help improve your flexibility and range of motion. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell, and drop a comment with any other topics you'd like me to cover, and I'll see you guys next week.